There is nothing in this world that cannot be explained with logic and reason. Nothing in this world.
Every fiber of the earth, every molecule reverberates in anticipation of the awakening. The abyss calls for me, Mr. Holmes, as it does for you.
Okay. So, into the Mind Palace. So I guess we just needed Heidi's testimony. Watson could find it and send it downstairs. Seeking help from Watson. How to get Watson for help. A working dumbwaiter. Watson must be in the guest room that is beside Gygax's office. Perhaps he could acquire the key and use the kitchen dumbwaiter to deliver it to the storage room. Patient hates the guards. We're gonna unpin this. Patient hates the guards. There's a patient in Block A who believes he's Napoleon Bonaparte. He wants nothing more than to seek revenge against the guards upstairs who imprisoned him. After his retribution, he wants to return to France. Yay, win! First time. Use a patient to do a diversion. Frame could create enough of a distraction to find and contact Watson on the ground floor. Okay. So now we need to find a way to get that boy out. I cannot believe they had an actual creepy doll. It's not as creepy as the one in RE8. Like, that doll is fucking creepy. Hello? Okay. 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4? 2. 1, 2, 3, 2. I almost have it, actually. Almost, okay. Bring this down 1. Boom, open. That's probably the best lock game I've ever played. Like the locking minigame. I have not solved the frog's case yet. So I need to solve that first, which means finding the third little froggy. Fourth little frog, second little frog, first little frog, fifth little frog. I need the third little frog. Which means I need to look for it. I have no clue where this last frog note is. Froggy. Froggy? Frogs cannot dream, and I surely can. That is the difference between a frog and a man. Frog's dreaming is seedless. There's nothing to reap. So I woke the third frog from his meaningless sleep. A man counts sheep, and Peter Tchakek has seen 0. In holding chamber lies smothered by pillow. Third little frog dies in the walls of black edelweiss.
Petter gouged at the wall, fighting for his life. Odds are he left scars on the killer, too. Well, it's clear that it was a multiple murderer. I'll send the profile to the police after we finish here.
Alright. The subject feels superior to other humans and asserts himself as at the expense of his victims. He calls them little frogs. Likely seeing himself as a kind of scientist who prepares his subjects. Odds are he is meticulous, taking a long time to plan and prepare for each murder. Judging by the location of the crime scenes, the killer is or was an employee of the Black Edelweiss. Ooh, I got a new outfit for it. Now, 'tis time to release Napoleon.
At last, you came to your senses.
My humble apologies, Emperor.
Spare me your groveling, Englishman.
Of course, you are right as ever, for you see, time is of the essence. The royalists have risen again, and your darling Josephine needs you. Paris needs you.
Mon amour.
But the guards upstairs in reception stand in your way.
Ha! They will pose no problem for the likes of me. Merci, Englishman. When I return to Les Tuileries, I shall make you a general.
Oh, you are too kind, Emperor. Now go. Your freedom awaits.
I am coming, Josephine.
Have fun.
Psst. Watson, over here.
Holmes, what are you doing here, and where did you get that outfit?
It is unimportant. I require your assistance.
I think he'd be upset.
Well, that is rich, because clearly it was unimportant to tell me what you were planning beforehand. Amos Colby?
Your naivety was essential to sell the disguise.
Actually, it wasn't. You should have trusted me.
Watson, we can discuss this later. Time is of the utmost importance. The kidnapped people may still be here. This is what I know so far.
What? You really found all this on your own?
Focus, Watson. I need you to find a key. It will be most unique. All the details are in my notes. Logic dictates that Gygax will keep it near her. Once acquired, you must get it to me. Perhaps the kitchen dumbwaiter could be of use.
Holmes, I can't do this. I'm no spy.
Yes, you can, Watson. You are unfailingly dependable.
Dr. Watson, visitors are not permitted back here.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Kuntz.
Oh,
After the
change your
war,
name, buddy.
My nerves. I fled all that commotion.
It is nothing. A patient attempted to escape. He will not get far. Now, if you would like to follow me.
Sherlock's note. There. Oh. Well, look at that. Sherlock's note. You must acquire a key for me, Watson. Odds are it's a round item about 2 inches in diameter with the image of an Edelweiss flower. There's no way he should know that, but he could deduce it, I'm sure. A patient named Gerda has informed me that Gygax will keep it close. I suggest investigating her office. Alrighty, Watson, my dear boy. Let's find your stuff. Shall we then? Do I have a map? I do, I just have no markings on it of any kind whatsoever. Alrighty. This is the director's office.
Ah, the Dr. Watson. Just the man I wanted to see.
Professor, I'm surprised you're not trying to catch that escapee.
Please, my time is far too valuable. I hope Nurse Kuntz has been taking good care of you.
He has certainly kept me out of trouble.
Professor, it is time for your appointment with your next patient, Mr. Wolf.
Herr Wolf can wait until tomorrow. I wish to speak with Dr. Watson.
As you wish.
You still see patients yourself, even as the director of this entire facility?
Only the important ones. And yet I rarely get to pick the brain of a man like yourself. I think it is time we got to know each other, no?
I'm afraid there's not much to know. I'm just an average chap living a rather prosaic life these days.
Dr. Watson, those of us who pursue knowledge are anything but average. Now, who are you?
A doctor.
I'm a physician in search of a stimulating career. I have patients, yes, but admittedly, I'm more interested in the cutting edge of medical research. So when I read about the Black Edelweiss and your work on the healing of minds, I simply had to learn more.
I suppose my
Black
Edelweiss
Edelweiss is an
always destined to
oxymoron.
attract other curious minds. But before we continue, I want you to understand one thing. A broken mind can never be truly healed.
Ah.
Edelweiss is literally
So,
a
what
white.
exactly do
It's
you
white
do?
flour.
It is simple. If you cannot fix a person's nature, you must force them to forget it.
So it gives them
There are
pounds
other
of
methods of
drugs.
How naive. You remind me of a man I once knew, Professor Becker. But we do not speak of him anymore.
A colleague?
He
The
exploded.
former director here. One day he realized that Edelweiss had outgrown him and had to leave.
2 inches in diameter?
Already, Doctor?
Not at all.
I was simply admiring your office, Professor. Apologies.
While I am pleased you appreciate its practicality and appearance, we were discussing bigger things. Was my conversation boring you?
Not at
No,
all.
not at all. I merely...
No, I understand full well. You're not seeking conversation.
What do you mean?
It is obvious. Your mind craves truth, but not in this form. You must witness a practical demonstration if you are to learn.
Oh,
I'm
what a...
certainly intrigued. Would that be possible?
Of course. I propose a journey between the jury of the human brain. You will not leave without being truly enlightened.
She's gonna drug him.
Take Dr. Watson back to the courtyard. Then tell the nurses to prepare the operation room and the girl with the doll.
Yes, Professor.
Our preparations will take a little time. I will come for you soon, Doctor.
Did I fuck that up? Wolf is an important patient to Professor Gygax. How to lure Gygax out of her office? Problem is, I don't know anything about Wolf. Maybe I need to find something out about him. Kitchen. Well, here's the dumb waiter.
Looks dusty but functional.
That's good.
Oh, we never use that. I think it connects somewhere downstairs.
I'm aware, thank you. Well then, let's see if we can find Herr Wolf. Patient room 2. Hello? Mr. Wolf, I presume?
Struggling to remember something.
No, not Herr Wolf. Patient's poetry. Oh, beautiful alpine flower, whose heart I do miss so. You call to me while I don't see. How could I let you go? The storm cuts through my senses, makes all my thoughts so blind. With no captain I misreason. What did they truly find? Cold and dark with grimy walls, roughly held like animals trapped yet free. Why do I fall? Something squirms on the tip of my tongue, but what can it be? What did I forget?
This area is off limits. A patient has escaped.
Yes, yes, yes. What about Werewolf?
I want them to fly.
Miss?
Too bad my parents had to leave so soon. I haven't seen them for months.
I hear them scratching. Don't you hear it?
The rats on the walls.
A visitor? No, no, you shouldn't have come here.
Give it to me. No, I don't want to. Why not?
Did you see my son? He's such a sweet boy.
Tis my room. Oh.
Blood in the water. Someone must have washed their hands here recently.
Interesting.
What have we got ourselves into, Holmes?
A lot. Oh, Jesus.
Perhaps I should take this. For all I hope it won't be needed. Did a child make these?
I know who did. I must find Werewolf. Find out why she cares so much. Administration? Hello?
Photograph seems recent. A commemorative photo album. Been a while since I've been in one of these. Good lord, that's a lot of records.
Gygax patient reports, October 1879. As more serious treatment is necessary, my special patient, Wolf, will be transferred to patient room 2 on the ground floor. All other patients must be removed from my schedule and reassigned to other specialists at the Institute. This patient's mental state requires constant monitoring and immediate intervention to avoid undesirable consequences. December 1879. The necessary surgical procedures were successfully performed. Physical recovery is still in progress. Memory loss is increasing, but still not complete. A new obsession with writing has developed, perhaps as a side effect. January 1880. The patient's writing now mentions old names, clear signs of partial memory recovery. Unacceptable result. A second surgery is required, targeting both the frontal and temporal lobes. February 1880. Surgery went well. The patient's memory does not persist longer than a couple of minutes. Although an obsession with writing lingers, danger eliminated, daily monitoring prescribed. So that is Wolf in patient room 2. Well then, we must investigate further, shall we?
I hope everything is to your liking, Dr. Watson.
Nah, close enough. That's the kitchen. Patient room 2.
You are Mr. Wolf, am I right?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
My name is Dr. John Watson. I wanted to talk with you, if you didn't mind.
Ah, doctor. I don't suppose you could help. I seem to have forgotten where I am.
We're in the Black Edelweiss, Mr. Wolf. It's an asylum in Switzerland, and you are one of its most important patients.
But why am I here?
That's what I was about to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. Sorry, I can't remember anything.
It's all right. You don't need to push. Try to relax. Let the thoughts come and go. Now, what comes to mind? Mr. Wolf?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
We just went over this.
I'm sorry, but I don't think we've met.
We were just discussing this facility, the Black Edelweiss Asylum, and why you are here.
How much you want to bet this is Becker?
Holmes, the things I do for you.
Excuse me, who are you? And who's this Holmes fellow?
I am Dr. Watson, and Holmes is, well, you could call him my imaginary friend. That's just a little joke, don't mind me.
But why am I here, Doctor? Am I sick?
I'm sure I can take a look.
Observe. Facial palsy. One side is paralyzed. Probably because of the brain surgery. 2 deep scars from precise surgical incisions. Severe chemical burns. Yep, this is Becker. Fuck. I was freaking right. Skin pigmentation, possible abuse of medicine. An adult male with 2 surgical scars on the side of his head and an old chemical burn on one of his hands. Mr. Wolf has some paralysis of facial muscles and blue-gray pigmentation spots on his skin. These symptoms are most likely pre-existing, and his admission to the Black Edelweiss for treatment has so far failed to cure him. No. It appears his illness is a direct result of the treatment he's received here at the Black Edelweiss. Blue-gray pigmentation spots on his skin is likely due to overuse of medications containing silver nitrate.
Dear Lord, what did Gygax do to you?
Excuse me? Who are you?
Oh, never mind.
Now we're gonna go back and connect some dots. Where's Becker's letter? A note from Professor Becker. Professor Gygax, I've suffered serious chemical burns upon my hand, the consequences of your inexcusable actions. Why does Gygax care about Wolf? Yes. Wolf is Becker. Wolf is actually Professor Becker, the previous director of the Black Edelweiss. He now suffers from severe memory issues, but still retains the ability to write. Nope, just Patience poetry. Use Becker to distract Gygax. Perhaps he can get Gygax's attention with a letter. A very important patient.
Hello again. You won't remember me, but we've met before. I am Dr. John Watson, and you are Professor Becker. You were the previous director of this facility, the Black Edelweiss.
Professor, really?
Actually, that name does sound familiar. Wait. Let me write it down. I try to recall memories through writing, but they always feel just out of reach.
As a matter of fact, I have more for you to jot down.
Oh, yes. Yes, please, anything.
Professor Gygax did this to you. She made you forget everything, even who you are. But we will play a trick on her. We will write a letter so that she learns her lesson. Put down what I dictate. Dear Professor Gygax, your vile work has ruined countless lives through needless suffering. Your methods serve nothing but to show your own sick emotional state. You are not, as you so claimed, the future of the Edelweiss, and you never were. And by the time you make it to my cell, the police will already know the truth of how you came to be director of this asylum. Signed, Professor Becker.
There. It's done. Now, hold on a minute. Who are you?
My name is John Watson. I'm a doctor from London, a veteran of Afghanistan, and I wish to be a writer, though deep down I fear I lack the talent. And presently I'm risking my life to help my brilliant detective flatmate in the pursuit of a cult of kidnappers, even as I fear it may destroy him. I'm tired and hungry, and I have not had a good bath in weeks, and yet despite
Oh my god, this anime thing.
I feel alive. Any more questions?
Good heavens.
I like that. That was cool.
You're as mad as they come.
And that's from this
Excuse
guy.
me, who are you?
I don't know why I keep doing this, expecting something different.
Well, you know what Einstein's gonna say in 40 years. No, you know what? It's 1880. It's 60 years. No, he probably said in the 30s, so it's probably 50.
One of the patients asked me to deliver this note. It's for Professor Gygax.
Thank you, Doctor. Leave it with me.
We're gonna have to move fast.
Unbelievable. Kunz, with me.
All right. Quickly now. Must find. Let us look. Quickly now. That's probably where it is. Oh, it is not locked. Letter from New Orleans Bank. Dear Professor, we recently took possession of a collection of rare gems on behalf of our mutual acquaintance. The gems have now been sold to Louisiana jewelers, who made several offers far exceeding our experts' estimate of the stone's value. The final sale price agreed upon for the 11 gems was 12,550 Swiss francs. Our client has instructed that you receive 2/3 of this sum transferred to your solicitor as per usual. As always, our discretion is assured, and we look forward to continued business with you and your illustrious patron. Yours sincerely, Jeffrey Scott, representative of the E.W. Gray Banking House, New Orleans, USA, January 9th, 1882. I tried to do a New Orleans accent, but I'm not... It's not an accent I pull out a lot. Close it. Close. No. Okay, so there's no more drawers. Oh, that's the thing.
An Edelweiss relief about 2 inches in diameter. This must be what Holmes was after.
I can't close the drawer.